What's up, movie review Schmoedown fans? This is a big one. I've been in and out of catching up on Schmoedown matches as of late, but I'm finally caught up to the big one, the singles championship, the one where Marisol McKee beat Erwin. Yes, I do know that. I know what happened. I know that it did happen. Even got myself a new whiteboard for this event. But, yeah. Knowing who won and who lost does not still deter me from watching the match. Because, to me, it's always been not about who wins, it's about how the game was played. And clearly, I would have been wearing this even without knowing who won. But I'm still a Marisol fan, and I'm going to continue supporting Marisol right up until she defends the belt at Spectacular. Obviously, I'll be participating myself, but again, don't expect too many correct questions out of me, even though it is a 5-round match and there are way more questions to be answered. So here we go!
Whatever you do today, do not shake this man's hand. I've seen him eat out of trash cans.
Oh, come on.
It's sickening.
Dude, no, come on. We work together. He's a friend of mine. It's going to be fun. We're going to have a great match.
Dan, I got a lot of friends that I call dirtbag, but that ain't here nor there. Point is, I don't like the guy.
Oh, come on. He's not a dirtbag. Listen, we're going to have fun. It's going to be a tournament match. It's the second round.
Hey, guys.
What do you want? Are you shaking in your boots?
I'll boot you out this bar. Look, I gotta be the bearer of bad news. Lon's not feeling well. He's really under the weather, and I want to say for the safety of everybody here, for you guys, he's not going to come and play, and I don't want to do this, but we're willing to give the forfeit if need be.
Sounds like the thing to do. I think that's
Absolutely not.
No, why would we do that?
No,
we want to do
not a
this
chance.
honorably. Yeah.
Listen, this is the tournament. If we're going to play fair and square. Not going to happen. No.
So you're willing to like reschedule for a digital match when he feels
We'll
better?
do it digital. We'll reschedule it when he's feeling good. We'll figure out a way to do it. We're not doing a forfeit.
See, I know
Not
I
a
liked you,
chance.
man. You a class act, Dan.
bet.
You a
You
class
bet.
act, bro.
No problem.
Absolutely.
What about me?
You a class act, champ.
Yeah.
You a
Yep.
class act. Real good luck.
What do you know?
Well, I mean, yeah. I mean, listen, Lon, he's going to get well soon. We'll play the match. Don't worry. You'll figure it out. You'll work it out for
But
me.
you came all the way out here.
Yeah, I know. I mean, listen, I get why we
People are
got to do
standing
it,
in the
but I
background
gotta
watching.
be honest. I was ready to play today. Were you ready to play today?
Look at me. I'm amped up. I've had 16 cups of coffee.
But yeah.
Whoa!
I'll be your Huckleberry.
Oh boy.
Speaking of scum and villain.
I do what I can with what I got, boys.
I mean, I appreciate it, but like tournament play, no way. I mean, you haven't prepped, I haven't prepped. We can't do that.
But I happen to be in the neighborhood. I came packing.
You know, exhibition. That I can get
Whoa!
behind. What do you say? 3 rounds, you and me, 1-on-1, no points. Put on a nice show for the folks here. It'll be great.
Yeah, let's sharpen up for those next rounds so we can meet again.
I like that.
Wait a
idea.
minute. We ain't doing it for free. We're gonna put it on Patreon. We're gonna jack up the price. Harloff will double my salary. I get a salary, right?
You do not
Really?
get so.
Doesn't matter. It's still gonna be great. I'm the best.
What do you say, champ? One more time, 1-on-1, 3
Nice.
rounds,
I
right
love
now?
it.
Let's go for it, champ.
Let's do it.
I really am the best, I gotta tell you.
Who's
It's a bit of a shame it's
You're the
not.
best.
Yeah, exactly.
You, talk to you next season.
It's a bit of a shame it's not it's on a Patreon because I can't watch it. So, but whatever. It's not. It's great that they're still doing this. Yeah, love the battlefield. It's getting tired, folks. It's been on the scout for over a year now. And let's be real, it's not really the most stable pouch arm thing, whatever. Speaking of getting tired, yeah.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. We're on pay-per-view, and it is the big one. History will be made one way or another here tonight. Erwin versus Marisol McKee. I am Christian Harloff, joined by the pit boss, Ken Knapsack.
Hey, man!
Ken! Well,
I am so happy to be
distracted.
here.
I was
They
thinking of
dusted
something
me off
else.
the
Hey,
couch,
it's Ken!
pulled me up, put me in
Yay.
place of Mark Ellis for history here today. Couldn't be more happier to be here with you.
This is a crazy, crazy match because, as we said, history can be made one way or another. If Ethan Erwin wins here tonight, he will join only 4 other people who have defended that singles championship. Dan Murrell, Sam Levine, Paul Oyama, Mark Riley, the only 4 who have ever done it. Can Ethan do it tonight?
So
if
Roka
he gets
never
that
did
defense?
it, huh?
Marisol McKee also looking at major history here. Should she win? She's the first woman to play for the championship since Clark Wolf in 2018. If she wins, she'll be the first woman to ever win the title. If she wins, she'll be the first African American to ever win the title. This is historic. It's monumental.
And she's gonna win.
It's massive,
You know
and
that.
it's a massive, massive match because, and also the winner of this goes to New York to defend that title against the Cobra Chance Ellison.
There is a lot on the line for this one, Christian. It's almost too much pressure for me to take. I can't wait to see what's going on here. And Marisol's such one of those stories of someone who was in the crowd watching, wondering, should I do this? Can I do this? And now she's here on the cusp of history. Then you got Ethan, someone who's like, yeah, I'll do your silly little trivia game, Christian. Sure, whatever. I remember you were my intern. Come on down. And then now look where he is. I love these kind of stories.
Well, you look at Ethan, though, because the scary thing with Ethan is that, yes, Ethan came in his rookie season and just dominated, won the championship. But then he started to see himself here and there. His sophomore season was just okay, and he realized people were studying, and people always said, if Ethan starts studying, look out. Well, that's what happened, and he's having such a season right now. I also
actually
think this
did very good
battle
in
here
IG.
tonight is potentially for Player of the Year because they're both playing lights out right now, and Marisol McKee has 4 straight victories. She just had that big match against Kevin Smith, so this is so big. The energy, thank you to Scum and Villainy Cantina for once again hosting us here tonight. The energy in the crowd is amazing, and to show not only the energy, to show the hype and everything, Jen Sturger is with us right now with some very special guests. Jen, take it away.
Thank you so much, Christian. It is a historic
Oh, wow,
event
they're
here
doing
tonight,
an
ladies and
interview
gentlemen. And
before
I have
the
to say,
thing?
this building is packed, as much as it can be right now, with amazing guests. And I have to
it
say,
makes sense.
they're
It's a
all here to
championship
witness
match.
history this evening. So my first guest tonight is Mr. Dwayne Burke, Dwayne of the FCL.
Hey!
I have to say, you are one of those voices in the Schmoedown that's just always been a huge advocate for diversity. What does this match mean to you tonight?
This match means everything. When I first came
Weird to
in
look
as a
at him
fan,
without the glasses.
there were not a lot of people
the mask
that
covering
looked like
the other
me
half of his
or
face.
looked like people that I grew
I
up
almost
with
don't recognize him without
in the
the glasses.
community. And now we've got someone that has the potential to hold the title. And it means everything, not just for people of color, but women. Because more than anything, the women in our community are our community. Without them, our community is nothing, and it would not be what it is today. So I'm rooting for Marisol. Let's go.
I was gonna say, I'm like, if you're gonna have to take, if you're picking sides tonight, obviously you got Marisol.
Absolutely,
course.
Marisol for the win.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, sir. And you can't talk
Janine.
about amazing women of color that have accomplished so much in this league that started as a fan without Janine the Machine. Janine, listen, every time I interview you, it's just, you always bring me to tears.
And it's so
because you are
great to
just
do
one
it
of
in
these
person finally.
Players that their heart is on the line for every single match that they're in. And the fact that you came and you started as a fan and you've come as far as you have. I have this great story, though, that I was told about how Marisol came to you before she was actually in the league, and she was just a fan herself. And she came up to you and said that how much it meant to her to see someone like you competing, to see herself represented in someone like you. What did that mean to you?
That meant everything to me. To inspire somebody in that way, that's all I've ever wanted to do in the Schmoedown. Coming into this game,
I
sure
think she's
if
crying.
the community was going to embrace me as a black
I think she's
female,
crying.
and seeing what's come of that, and seeing what she's going to do here today, is just so important, so special.
And I know obviously you and Ethan have a lot of history, but there's got to be some part of you that's just pulling for Marisol.
Yeah, they were teammates at
Yeah,
one
I mean,
point.
to see two
Time
minorities
Machine.
playing for this title
Remember
is
that one?
epic, but I mean, I gotta go for Marisol here. Yeah.
Yeah.
Janine the Machine, guys.
So far, the crowd is very Marisol heavy. And I support that.
Moving along, like I said, this is a packed house with very, very famous faces in Schmoedown lore. I have to talk about two-time Inner Geekdom champion, Mara Knopik. Mara, it's always a pleasure to stand next to you and to obviously to be here in person with you. What does witnessing this match in person mean to you today?
I am very lucky that people like Clark and Rachel paved the way for success for myself. And I'm thrilled with the opportunity to welcome another woman of color into the League of Champions. And if we can get this done another time as well, we can have a basketball team.
Mara, always a pleasure to see you. Thank you so much for being here today. And like I said, people have been coming in from all over the country to witness tonight's event. One of them being Miss Jen Kemp. Now, Jen, obviously you're newer to competition, but you
I didn't know she's that
come
tall.
out here and to witness this. What was it about this match that made you be like, I have to see this in person?
I mean, yeah, I traveled wicked far to get here.
Jen?
But yeah, I dumped literally
Jen
all of my
short?
frequent
What's
flyer miles because I
happening
knew
here?
this was going to be a magical moment because Marisol is going to take the win today. 9 times out of 10, I'm in Ethan's corner, but Marisol has something special, so I knew I needed to be in the building for this.
Well, thank you so much for being here with us tonight, all right? And last but not least, you cannot talk about champions in the Schmoedown without talking
the
about the GOAT, Mr. Dangerous Dan Murrell. Dan, you must have all kinds of emotions about this match because let's face it, you and Ethan have had your share of history, but you've also played Marisol in teams. So it's like you've actually been in the ring with both these competitors. What does this match mean to you witnessing all of this?
It's, there's the 10% of
It's
me
great
that
that
wishes
he's
I was on
got
the other
this
side of that
black
bar.
and blue shirt,
But,
and there's the
when you look
Ravenclaw
at these
flag
two
right
competitors,
behind them.
It's insane the amount of talent that's on
Is it the
display here
Ravenclaw
today.
flag?
And
Might be something
my
from
faction's
Game of
screwed no matter
Thrones
who
or
wins, so
something.
I don't really have a favorite on that end. But I really do think just from the one thing that I always say with champions and when somebody wins a belt for the first time, when you join the champions club, you're in
You're
it for
no
life.
longer the underdog.
That's just something that you always have, whether you defend, you don't defend, whatever. And so we would either be welcoming, Ethan, who's already in the club, defending, which would be there's a huge accomplishment, and then obviously with Marisol, it's funny you talk about she and Janine talking in Florida when John and I played Corruption. We talked to Marisol, Mara, and I for 10 or 15 minutes. She was saying she was thinking about playing, but she wasn't sure, and she was kind of nervous, and what if I can't do character work and all this stuff? And then we see her debut, and we're like, well, what was she worried about? She's crushing it, and she was crushing it from day one. So to see her on this run, I was very proud and happy to be alongside Mara when she became the first female competitor to win an individual belt, and. I think, I will decline to endorse, but I will say I will be very happy to see history made here again today.
You have it there. Ladies and gentlemen, brace yourself because you're about to witness Schmoedown history. Back to the desk.
Look, as you see, there's so many people that are hyped up. You got Mara Knopik, the first woman to ever win an individual championship. And you see what she said about how the Shire Wolves inspired her. And then Janine the Machine talking about how Marisol, like you had mentioned earlier, in the crowd. There's so much hype on this at the moment. And there's it just means a lot to a lot of people. And I'm excited for it as a fan of this thing to see this go down right now. It's pretty awesome.
I mean, if you can get Dan Murrell to put on a new hat, it's a big-time match, man. I haven't seen Dan wear a new hat in ages. This is big.
It's big. It's real big. And Dan should know, right? Dan just played here against Ethan Erwin. And that Ethan Erwin that was on the speed round and just look, because I think Dan was winning the match. And then Ethan came in with that speed round. Can Marisol do that? Remember, Marisol has never played in front of a crowd. Marisol has never played in studio. Marisol has never played in 5 rounds. Right. Ethan has the advantage there. But Marisol also has Mike Kalinowski in her faction. Right. Mike Kalinowski is a legend at the speed round. What has he been teaching her? So there's so much, and there's so much that has happened to the lead up. Here you go.
There's been a trade. Marisol McKee has been traded from the Den to Corruption for a first-round pick.
Yes, I told everyone since day one, we're getting them back. We're getting Marisol back, and it will be worth it.
Even though this is her sophomore year, she seemed like a pro that's been in this thing, and she didn't get nervous.
The defense rests. Justice is here, and she's here to stay.
I tell you, what is a title match in the movie Trivia Schmoedown without Ethan Erwin?
Somebody is going to play Dan Murrell again. They've all faced him. The question is, who's going to face him for that championship this season?
And you look at the run of what Ethan Erwin has been doing this year. The guy has just been on fire.
Well, now that you've taken out one part of Danger Zone, you get to face the other.
But every time that Ethan has played in the singles championship match, it's been against Dan Murrell.
How'd you beat him last time?
That's it. No, didn't he play Bibiani once? One second.
I think this man is probably going to play in every title match from here until the end of the movie Trivia Schmoedown. This is the first of many. These are champion caliber players. So I love what Ethan was able to accomplish here today, and it is the beginning of a truly great season for us.
Congratulations, Ethan. You've been on such a great run. Unfortunately, not only is the sour taste of that team's loss still in my mouth, but you're also betting against me making history today, my friend. And that is not the wise move. Justice listens, justice absorbs. That's what the court does. I hear a lot of BS, a lot of razzle dazzle. This was just the start of the justice train.
I met Marisol in New York as a fan, so I knew probably before anyone else how hungry this girl was.
Today, and the skill on display today has nothing to do with the fact that we're women. These are just two elite competitors playing today, period. I turned Video Drew back into two words. I've broken the machine. I've silenced Bob.
She is now going to since Clark Wolf. She will be the first woman to challenge for the championship since 2018.
And just like that, here we are.
That's
All
good.
the hard work, all the
That's
training,
good.
all the late nights have led to this moment.
I've been watching your career with great interest. You've had a meteoric rise.
We're all very impressed with how she got here. You know, getting here is one thing. Winning a belt is another.
I have my goals. I know what my path
There's
is,
Bob.
and Justice is patient, and she is doing what she's done from day one, which is just take it one match at a time. That's what I'm here to prove today, that everyone is equal and no one is above justice.
What will it mean to you to be the first woman to win Movie Trivia Schmoedown Championship?
Once you're granted an opportunity to play for something bigger than yourself, it takes everything to a whole
She's
nother
gonna
level.
drag an
I could win, I
airbrush.
could lose, I could get everything right, I
like
can get
it.
some things wrong. No matter who's on the opposite side there, then I'm gonna do my best for the people that have inspired me, the Clark Wolfs and the Rachel Cushings, the Janines and the Video Drews, all the women who have been doing this before I came here, who are doing it alongside me now, and the women who are gonna do it afterwards. Getting a victory for all of that symbolically is really, really important.
Look, it's going to be historic one way or the other, but the real winners are going to be the fans.
True.
If it's all the same to you, I'd like to hang on to this a little bit longer.
You're going to bear witness to watching the first woman be crowned the Movie Trivia Schmoedown Singles Champion of the World.
In other words, all rise, Schmoedown.
The court is in session.
Well, if you weren't hyped up before, you're hyped up now. That was such a lead into this, and there's so much to be had. We're almost there. Ken, are you ready?
Oh, sir, I am very much ready.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Gentlemen,
it's time for the movie
Trivia
Schmoedown.
Schmoedown.
Five rounds for the movie Trivia Schmoedown Championship of the world. There is that intro, Lady Justice, the theme by David B.
There's the champ.
Once again, to play for the title since 2018. You can feel it music is definitely helping it out, I can tell you that.
I take baths to this music.
Look at this Kalinowski, who just had an epic win here recently against County Donapani. Here he is. Sean Sullivan.
That's Sullivan? Yeah, that's Sullivan.
There's Adam Collins.
Collins, yeah,
Shannon, and
t-shirt,
there she is.
Shannon. And there's Marisol. Introducing first. Challenger.
Representing
Corruption.
The ranked #1 contender with a record of 5 wins. One defeat. She is Lady Justice
Sorry.
The chance.
I don't have the lung
Look at the
capacity.
chance going out for Lady Justice.
Gentlemen of the court, silence, please. Ladies and gentlemen, all rise for the beautifully dishonorable Lady Justice. On your feet.
Asking the crowd to
Look
rise.
at this. Shannon, getting them hyped up.
I don't know if you can see me right now.
Thank you, nerds. You may be
The
seated.
thing is right up there. Okay, I'll sit
All right,
back
so
down now.
the crowd, the chants are coming out for Lady Justice Marisol McKee. The challenger has arrived, and now we await the champion. It's the new theme song by David B. For Ethan Erwin.
I'm going to judge David B right now.
There he is.
And here he comes.
Look at
Here is the champion.
The gleam of the belt
Give
is
him the
blinding me already,
He
Christian.
just won it here against Dan Merle.
Look
and
at
here he is
that.
again. And her opponent. Representing the usual suspects with a record of 16 wins, 6 defeats, and 5 knockouts. He is the reigning, defending, undisputed two-time movie trivia Schmoedown champion of the world, Ethan Big Time And the hype is real.
Love it.
The hype is real.
He looks great.
They both get the deserved round of applause that they have earned. The champion is here. The challenger is here. Ken, what are the rules of round #1?
Here are the rules. Competitors, listen up. You may think you already know, but let's get on the same page. Each of you will get 8 questions from 8 different corners of the Schmoedown universe. There's no penalty for missing a question in round 1, and there's no stealing in round 1. Questions are worth a point, and Christian and I will be asking the questions alternating as we do. So competitors will have 15 seconds to write down their best attempt at an answer on the whiteboards provided. Once we ask you by name or nickname, please show that you wrote what you wrote to the camera while verbalizing the answer into the microphone. Each competitor has 3 uses of the JTE rule throughout the duration of the match. Not sure you heard a question right, or you just want to buy yourself some time or create some drama for the live audience here. We get what you do. Just use that rule. Each competitor also has 1 challenge available to them that can be utilized at any point during the match. Competitors may initiate the challenge. We'll bring in your manager. It'll be up to the manager to confirm and ratify the challenge is taking place. Sam is here, so we'll get ready.
All right, so we asked the champion, are you ready?
Always be closing.
And the challenger, are you ready?
Courts in session.
Courts in session.
Round #1, question #1. Here we go. Going to start with the realm of horror films.
I'm out.
What is the title of the first film released in the 2021 Fear Street trilogy?
Oh my God, Christian, the tension is already setting in. I couldn't even read sentences right.
No, same. The nerves are real just for us. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Start with Ethan.
1994.
Correct. And Marisol?
1978.
So Ethan goes up 1-0. All right. All right. Question 2.
Question 2 comes in the category of dramas. Dramas. Which Oscar-winning actress appears in the films Primal Fear, North Country, and Promised Land?
So Ethan getting that first point on Lady Justice.
You know, it's like I always say, it's getting that first joke out as a stand-up, which I've never done in 15 years, so it's good to get it in.
I don't think that's true.
You know.
5.
Thank you.
4. 3.
Repeat the question.
First one.
First one coming in. Which Oscar-winning actress appears in the films Primal Fear, North Country, and Promised Land?
Marisol McKee using that JTE rule for the first round.
Maybe get settled?
Get a little settled. And we're going to find out if it worked out for her in 5, 4.
She's a really fast
3,
rider.
2, 1. Pens down, and we start with Marisol McKee.
Frances McDormand.
Yes, Ethan.
Frances McDormand.
2-1. All right. Here's question 3. Biopics. Aaron Taylor Johnson plays what famous rock musician during his teenage years before he achieved fame in the biopic Nowhere Boy?
Mm-hmm.
Sounds like my life up until around 2007 when I met my wife.
Give yourself credit. 2004, you had a couple good weeks.
True. 5, 4,
I think I know this.
3,
But
2, 1. Pens down, please. And Ethan.
John Lennon.
Yes, Marisol.
Okay, so it's not the one I was thinking of.
Bob Dylan.
All right.
Ethan
That's
goes
the
up
one
by
I was
2.
thinking of.
3-1.
There we go.
So right now,
I feel a
Ethan
bit
sees
less
himself up by
stupid
2
now.
over Lady Justice, and here is question 4.
All right. Question 4 comes in the category of animated. Animated. What film features the voice talents of Christina Hendricks, Annie Potts, Tony Hale, and Keanu Reeves? Annie Potts. Are you a big Designing Women fan? Looks like you were.
I like Mrs. Potts.
Oh, okay. All right. Fair enough.
And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down, please, and we start with Marisol.
Toy Story.
Toy Story 4?
Yes, Ethan.
Correct.
Toy Story 4.
Correct.
That is correct.
Ethan Erwin, perfect after 4 so far. 4-2.
Okay, I got
Big
1
time
point.
over Lady Justice as we get to question 5. Famous actors and actresses. Which Oscar-winning actor appears in the films Edward Scissorhands, The Rocketeer, and Argo?
Mm-hmm. Both competitors writing right away. This is the top flight knowledge both of them bring into this match, Christian.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down, please. Ethan?
Alan Arkin.
Yes, Marisol.
I was going to say
Alan
Timothy
Arkin.
Dalton.
Correct. 5-3.
Look at that. Good pace.
I'm glad I was wrong.
All right, next question.
Question 6 comes in the category of comedies. Mark Atlas told me I wouldn't get it. Oh, he
was wrong.
lies. All right, question is, which actor plays the character Aldous Snow in the films Forgetting Sarah Marshall and Get Him to the Greek?
You ever see either one of those?
I
don't watch movies?
I enjoy those. No, those are two pictures I've seen.
Yeah. I'm surprised.
Yeah.
And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down, please. And Marisol.
Russell Brand.
Yes, Ethan.
Russell Brand.
There we go.
6-4.
thought
Ethan
about it
approaching
more.
a perfect
I could've
round
gotten
here.
it, but I
So
didn't,
far,
so
it is 6-4
it's
with
irrelevant.
Erwin 2 over Lady Justice. All right, here's
Nintendo
question
64.
7. Black Cinema. John Singleton directed this 1995 drama about a group of incoming freshmen at Columbus University, starring Omar Epps.
Erwin 2 away from a possible perfect round. Has his answer in.
And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down, please. And we start with Ethan.
Higher learning.
Yes, Marisol.
Correct.
Higher learning.
There
Correct.
we go.
All right. So here's where we are at the moment. It is a 2-point ball game, but Ethan Erwin has the opportunity to get a perfect round should he hit this question. It's question 8.
Question 8, competitors, comes in the category of Oscars. Oscars. Jeffrey Rush and Helena Bonham Carter received Oscar nominations for their performances in what historical drama? I got nothing, Christian. The tension is, you can slice it.
5, 4,
Slice the knife with the air.
2, 1. Pens down, and we start with Marisol McKee.
The King's Speech.
And Ethan?
The King's Speech.
Perfect round.
Perfect round for Ethan Erwin.
All right. Ethan Erwin, at the moment, hits the 8 questions. So, Ethan, this will be for you and only you. You don't have to write it down. You simply have to answer it. Are you ready, sir?
Yes, I am.
Here you go. Which actor appears in the films Speed, Twister, and Freaky?
Only single word movies.
Alan Ruck.
One more point, Ethan Erwin. Ethan Erwin goes up by 3. The champion has a 3-point lead going into round number 2. Still a lot of Schmoedown left, Ken.
Wow, and I got to tell you, I'm kind of upset the writers did include Young Guns too, but that was an impressive answer there nonetheless. All right, competitors, the wheel round. You will spin a real, actual wheel, not the virtual one. Once you settle on a category, you'll get 4 questions from that particular realm. Of course, if you get a category you don't like it, you can spin again. We'll let you consult with your managers, of course. Each question is worth 2 points unless you need multiple choice. We'll give you 4 options, one of which is the correct answer. At that point, the value of the question goes down to 1. Stealing is available in this round. If a competitor misses it, we will give the question and the answers, if that's applicable, to the competitor trying to steal. That is where we're at here in round 2. Also, challenges and JT rules are carried over.
All right, so Ethan, you have a 3-point lead at the moment. Would you like to go first or defer?
I shall defer.
All right, thank you to the champion. All right, so Lady Justice will be spinning first. All right, Marisol McKee approaching that wheel. All right, Marisol,
I love
go ahead and give it a spin when you're ready.
In that picture.
All right, she's going to adjust. She likes that side.
Going on that side. All right, Marisol,
that's
give it a
fair.
spin.
Right spin. Spin is in, Christian. The spin is in this title match. It is going around the bin.
Looking like we're going to hit
Ninja Turtle.
James Stewart.
James Stewart.
James Stewart. Got 60 seconds to decide.
I'm guessing there's not much room to move over there. I can't really see because of the banner of the
no spinner's choice or opponent's choice on this wheel. That's just LAFD responding to the heartburn in my chest.
Lady Justice, we're going to need an answer here.
I'm going to keep it, Christian.
You're going to keep it.
She
all right.
is going to keep it.
All right. All right, Marisol, you're going to get 4 questions in the realm of James Stewart films. Are you ready?
Yes.
Here you go. James Stewart won an Oscar for what 1940 film that co-starred Katharine Hepburn and Cary Grant?
The Philadelphia Story.
For 2 points. Marisol, Jefferson Smith takes on what public office in Mr. Smith Goes to Washington?
Senator.
It's correct for 2 points. All right, here's the next one. Which actor plays the titular outlaw Liberty Valance in The Man Who Shot Liberty Valance?
Lee Marvin.
2 more points. Final question here. James Stewart stars alongside Ron Howard, Lauren Bacall, and John Wayne in what 1976 Western?
The Shootist.
For 2 more points. Marisol McKee. What a round. Lady Justice cleans it up there. 14x. She needed that kind of round. But she's going to need Ethan to at least go to multiple choice a couple times here.
Yeah, that was an absolute statement of a round there, Christian.
Big round for Marisol McKee, but now the champion has an opportunity to answer right back.
Oh, big spin. We'll be here for a while.
Okay,
Get your drinks and tater tots. will be here. The spin is in.
No
The
opponents
spin
or
is
spinner's
in.
choice on the wheel. Obviously, Ethan opting not have that as champion's choice.
Champion's choice. Did not want to either get a cheap win or a false victory, or or whatever that false loss. I don't know. I don't know what I'm saying.
No one knows anymore.
No, I don't care. Oh man, that's not going to go well for anybody.
And it looks like we're going to land on
Wizarding World.
Wizarding World.
He did not do well in that category last time.
They're going to. Ethan's going to confirm what that even
I have
is.
a pretty good guess of what's going to happen here.
Surprise!
I'm spinning again.
Spinning again. Spinning again.
The spin away from
Wizarding World. Not good for Ethan. This is going to be.
Well, I think Ethan had Wizarding World in his inner Geekdom match. If I'm not mistaken, it didn't do very well in it. So it makes sense.
Didn't go well. All right, we've got.
Wizarding World is something that probably would help out Marisol at this point, but Ethan having the opportunity to spin away from
Wizarding
that.
World
And
again.
now we're going around.
Land on Wizarding World. I need some
Spinning
points.
so
Where are
long,
we
we're going to
going?
have to go drop some coins in my parking meter.
Looks like we're going to get to Catherine Bigelow here. Or
We have
no?
got
No.
90s, Denzel.
No.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. He hits what he wanted to do.
Turtles.
He hits turtles.
Oh my.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my.
He hits turtles.
Here we go.
All right.
Here we go.
Ethan Erwin.
It is.
All right, so Ken, Ethan Erwin's going to get 4 questions in the realm of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Here we go.
Here we go. This is about the movies, not the toys. I cannot believe we've come to this. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles is the category. Big time, Ethan Erwin. Question 1. Who plays April O'Neil in Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Secret of the Ooze?
Paige Turco.
That is correct for 2 points right there. Question 2, you get 4 overall. Kevin Nash, Big Daddy Cool, portrays the villainous Super Shredder in what film?
That would be Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2 Secret of Use.
I see what we did there. Look at that. Cool.
I knew that one
Two
because I
more.
have a
All
friend
right.
who's into wrestling.
We have got your 3rd question here in Teenage Mutant Ninja
It's weird that
Turtles.
they asked
To
a
date,
question about the same
how
movie.
many actresses have brought April O'Neil to life on the big screen, both in live action and animation?
4?
4.
That is correct for 2 more points. Wow. All right, here we go. Your 4th and final question in Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Ethan, in Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, 1990s film, what is the first word the Turtles ever spoke?
Are you asking the first question that the first word they say in the movie, or what their first words as like baby turtles?
5. What is the 4?
First word the Turtles
3,
ever spoke.
2,
Radical.
1.
That is incorrect.
All right.
Incorrect.
So we're going to ask Marisol McKee the question, and here it is.
In Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles from 1990, what is the first word the Turtles ever spoke?
Pizza.
That is correct. 2 points
Marisol McKee has now taken the lead with that 2-point steal. Massive as we get to the 3rd and final, Susie, the 3rd round, the betting round. All right, here we go.
All right. Captain Challenge jumped in there quick, but Ethan tossed him on back. But you know what? I kid Sam, but he's got to get in the air there to figure it out.
That's exactly what Sam should have done at that point. He's just trying to figure it out for his player, but it is now 16-15. Lady Justice with a 1-point lead. Now we get to round number 3.
And it would have been a worthy challenge.
Hey, here's the rules. This is the betting round. The leader of the match right now, which is Marisol McKee, 16-15 over Ethan Erwin, will spin. We'll then get a category, and then once we know the category, each player will place a bet based on what they think they know or what they can do in this category. You will be able to bet 0, 1, 2, or 3 points in this round. So, Christian, the rules are done. Let's decide.
Marisol McKee is already at the wheel. Lady Justice, please spin away. Here's the spin by Marisol McKee. The wheel spins around. A nice light spin gets the wheel going.
Light touch.
Now, you would
I guess he wanted
assume she's
Marisol
going to
to
want
spin
this to
because-
land on Wizarding World.
Yeah, absolutely.
No.
If it does, then it's going to be looking pretty good for her, and it's coming around. It's coming around, but it looks like it's not going to make. Well,
It might
ooh, just missed it. Directors.
Ah, man.
So directors is where it
I was so
lands,
looking
and so
forward
that
to the
seems going to be a
Wizarding
strong
World.
candidate
Come
for
on.
both Marisol and Ethan. It's directors, and here we go. Okay. All right. So the champion and challenger are going to write down their points. Go ahead and write your points down, please.
I'm gonna.
All right. Here is
I'm gonna
the
bet
question
1 point.
in directors. David Lynch received his first Academy Award nomination for Best Director for which film?
This is a round that I won't say make or breaks people. You have time to recover, but it really kind of puts you in a certain direction
Not
if you
how
get it
much
right.
you bet, and if you get it right. Well, 5, 4, 3.
I'm gonna get this wrong anyway,
2,
so might as well
1.
get
We
this off my
start.
chest.
Ethan, how many points?
3.
You said?
I said Blue Velvet.
Marisol?
3.
And you said?
Elephant Man.
That is correct. Elephant Man.
Okay.
Marisol McKee has a 7-point lead.
7-point lead.
7-point lead going in to the speed round.
There
The
you go.
speed round right now.
The sink of the
Marisol McKee
Titanic.
up 7 over the champion. But you know what Ethan Erwin did against Dan Merle in
That's
that
right.
speed round. This is, as Frank Stallone says, far from over.
Far from over. Speed round. Oh, here we go. Christian Harloff is going to read 5 questions to you. When you hear the questions, buzz in. I will be monitoring the buzzers, and I will call your names, Marisol or Ethan. You will have 2 seconds to answer at that point. I'll be staring right at those little lights that indicate who hit it first. You should know, or maybe remember, if you get it wrong, you do lose a point.
Okay. So, Ethan, are you ready?
Yes, I am.
Marisol, you ready?
Yes, sir.
Here we go. Which animated film features the vocal talents of Tony Shalhoub, Owen Wilson?
Cars
Ethan.
3.
Correct. All right, question 2. Who appeared in the films Red Tails, 2015's Fantastic Four, and Just Mercy?
Marisol.
Michael B. Jordan.
Yes. Question 3. What franchise includes performances from Tom Atkins?
Ethan.
Halloween.
Yes.
Wow.
This is a tight one.
Okay.
Listen to it.
What year saw the release of the films Independence Day, Resurrection?
Ethan.
Yes.
2016.
Yes.
I almost said resurrection, but never mind.
Final question.
Should have known that one.
What actress appears in the films The Lion in Winter? Guess who's coming to dinner?
Marisol.
Katharine Hepburn.
Yes. So Marisol McKee has a pretty good. Ethan has a great one too, but Marisol sees
And
herself
Ethan
up
is doing
6
better in
points
more
over the
modern
champion
films.
going
That's
into the 5th and final round, the championship round.
Man.
All right.
Buddy, you got to give me a second. That gave me heart murmurs. This is the so
That was
watching.
insane from the two of them, back and forth, like two fighters just punching each other, waiting for the other one to fall, and neither will fall. But
a
Marisol
6-point swing
McKee,
for
at this
Marisol.
point, 6 points over Ethan. Who would have thought that was coming?
Yeah, that is a big lead, but anything can happen in the 5th and final deciding round.
Ethan needs to hit either his 3 and his 5 or his 2 and his 5 to stay in this thing at the moment.
Well, he's gonna hit his 5 regardless.
TKO victory from Lady Marisol.
Wow, that would be quite a statement in this historic match. The 5th round coming your way.
But
We
you gotta
need a
hit one or
series
the
of
two.
numbers from each of you.
One or the
These
other.
numbers will range from 1 through 20. We will take 3 different numbers because each of you, once you choose your numbers, will correspond that number to a unique category of movie trivia Schmoedown knowledge. As always, but for clarity, your first question is worth 2 points. Your second question is worth 3 points. And your third question, should we make it that far, is worth 5 big points. You still have your challenges and your repeats. Ethan, by my account and the computer's account, you have all 3 of your repeats remaining. Marisol, you have 2 remaining.
All right, Marisol, you have the lead here, 21-15. Your 3 numbers, please.
All
8, 8, 5, and 14.
8, 5, and 14 for the
5 and
challenge.
14.
And for the champion.
I'll do 12, 15, and 10.
12, 15, and 10.
12, 15, and 10.
Ethan will be going first. He's going to try to avoid the TKO here. This is Ethan. For your 2-point question, you chose category 12. You're going to start you off with Tom Hanks.
Great.
Here you go, Ethan. Tom Hanks for your
Good
2-point
man, that Tom
question.
Hanks guy.
Tom Hanks provides the voice of 6 different characters in which 2004 animated Christmas film?
The Polar Express.
The Polar
Yes, sir.
Express, yeah.
Polar Express. There we go.
I was going to say the one with the
So
train.
now Ethan trying to get within 1, and Ethan needs to hit his 3-point question. Category 15. Category 15, Ethan. That would be spy films. Spy films for category 15. Here is the question in the world of spy films. 3-point question. Here it is. Which James Bond actor plays a ruthless spy called Osnard in 2001's The Tailor of Panama?
Pierce Brosnan.
3 more points. 3 more points. All right.
He misses his 5.
So here is where we stand. Ethan Erwin has an opportunity to bounce it back to Marisol McKee and force her to answer some questions. However, if he misses, Marisol McKee will win the championship with a TKO. Ethan, you chose category 10, Disney films.
Let's do it.
Disney films. Here is the question. Disney films. For 5 points and to bounce it back, Ron Underwood directed which 1998 Disney family adventure movie, which was a remake of a 1949 film?
Mighty Joe Young.
For 5 points,
5
Ethan Erwin.
points question.
All right. All right, so Marisol McKee, she hits her 2-pointer and her 3-pointer. She takes the title. But here it is. Ethan making her earn it here. Marisol McKee chose category 8, Ken. Category 8.
She chose number 8, which is musicals.
Musicals it is. We're going to get musicals for the 2-point question. Ken, what is that question?
Here we go, Marisol. Which pop star plays Dina Jones, the leader of a 1960s girl group in the film Dreamgirls?
Beyonce Knowles.
That's correct. 4, 2,
All right. So here is where we stand. If Marisol McKee hits her 3-pointer, she is the new Movie Trivia Schmoedown champion. However, if she misses, she'll have an opportunity to win with the 5. Ken, she chose category 5.
Yes.
What is it?
Number 5 is the category of fantasy sci-fi. Fantasy/sci-fi.
Fantasy sci-fi it is.
Going to be a 3-point question. Marisol. Which Oscar-nominated actress plays Glinda in the 2013 film Oz the Great and Powerful?
That's the Good
5.
Witch of the South, isn't it?
4.
Repeat the question.
Second one.
Which Oscar-nominated actress plays Glinda in the 2013 film Oz the Great and Powerful?
Michelle Williams.
You see it, Christian. That's the message.
History has been made. Marisol McKee
lady.
Marisol is the champion of the world.
Glass ceiling shattering.
Clark Wolf paved the way. Rachel Cushing paved the way. Laura Knoppix.
Ethan hands the belt over like a true champion.
Wow.
Marisol ascends to the top. The crowd chanting Lady Justice.
The place is
She went from the seats to the big time, Christian.
Hold it up, ladies and
Hold
gentlemen.
that high.
Hold it up.
Hold it high. We have a new champion of the world.
She's a champion.
Wow.
Wow, what a moment it is. Marisol McKee takes the title. She is the new movie trivia Schmoedown champion of the world.
Oh,
Holy
wow.
mackerel. When you look at the way this thing went down, Ethan looked like boom, 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 first round. That's Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. That's what did it.
Unbelievable. You're so right. I thought Ethan, he was in command. He was in control. And I can't say that he did anything wrong. Marisol was just nearly perfect all the way through this.
The crowd is still on their
Still
feet.
standing.
The match has been over for over 2 minutes.
Still
Marisol
standing.
McKee is the champion. This is history. History has been made here today.
Absolutely.
Unbelievable. What an absolute incredible. And now Shannon Barty has 2 players going to New York. It's McKee versus Ellison in New York.
Start spreading the news.
Of course.
Can I say one thing?
Of course.
I think it's safe to say that justice has finally been served.
Has been served.
For all the people that said she didn't deserve the shot, she got an easy path to the title. Marisol McKee is the new movie trivia Schmoedown champion of the world.
Impressive.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable. What a moment we just witnessed here.
Yeah, and look, there's questions to ask about the future. There's questions about where she go from here, but you have to stop and celebrate the history right here, right now.
All right. So, what an absolute crazy post interview I'm sure we're about to get. Jen Sturger is now with the new movie trivia Schmoedown champion of the world, Lady Justice, Marisol McKee. Jen?
Thank you so much, Christian and Ken.
I just have to say, I'm so proud of you. Congratulations. You are amazing.
What a moment. What a moment.
Guys, give it up for your new movie trivia Schmoedown champion. Marisol, you made history today as the first Black woman to hold the belt. What does this mean to you?
I think Jen is crying.
It's impossible to describe. It really is. It means the world. It means everything. It means everybody in this room. It means everybody who's even not in this room. It means everything. This is gonna be rough because I don't really know what to say. It wouldn't be possible without all these people.
Lady Justice! Lady Justice! Lady Justice!
It means just so much, first and foremost, to just win as a fan of film, a lover of film, but it means especially a lot to be part of bringing a new face to everybody, to seeing just how many different people out here really do love film and how much it means to all of us. And I feel like today was just a little tiny step in a long road of making sure this is something that we see everybody loves, everybody, no matter who you are. And it's really overwhelming to be a part of just one of the first of many steps today.
Shannon, you fought so hard to get this woman, to keep this woman. What does this victory mean, not only for you, but for this faction today?
Listen to me. What did all of you do? What do all of you always do? You count out corruption. Corruption can't win. What's gonna happen? She's going up against Ethan. There's no way she's gonna win. She's never been in front of a crowd before. Shannon traded the whole farm to get Marisol back on her team. Do you see why I did that? I've got reason number 1. I've got reason number 2. I've got New York, where I got Chance and Marisol in the same house. Good luck. Do not ever count me out. joined this league to make history. I joined this league to do things that nobody has done before. That's why I'm the first manager of the year. That's why corruption is the first faction of the year. And that's why Marisol McKee is the first woman to hold the singles title.
Not to mention that, Marisol, but you're getting to hold a title that your teammate, your own teammate, is able to, was holding last season. Like, that has to mean something special to you.
Yeah.
Follow in his footsteps.
Oh yeah. No, it's I'm in good company for sure. I knew from day one when I got drafted onto this faction that this is the only place I wanted to be, and I knew I was going to be in good hands. And I think every step along the way, whether it's the Coyote, whether it's all of us, Sully, Mike, Chance, everybody, we've all demonstrated corruption's quality, and it's an honor to finally do what I guess my better half did last year, and it's a real honor. But yeah.
You say he's your better half, but I know that he says the exact same thing about
Yeah,
you. How
yeah,
proud
she's
are
his
you
better
of
half.
your teammate right now?
Hell yeah! I could lose every match the rest of the season, and that would suck, but a lot less because this was destiny. And she's worked so hard. You guys you don't even know the half of it. How much she loves this, how much she puts into this for herself, for us, for all of you. She's moving this game forward. She's the future. And she's champion now.
And correction.
God, so well said.
She's the better half.
I'll talk to you a little bit about the match. Obviously, you struggled a little bit in round one. What were you guys saying? I saw you guys really communicating after that first round. What were you guys saying to each other to kind of keep her in this game?
Well, yeah, you can call it whatever you want. I made a few missteps in round one, but we have prepared for that. I've got the best manager in the game here, and we prepared for that.
I had my bets on Shannon cussing first, but okay.
Sorry. But gosh darn, it wasn't about being perfect. Nobody's perfect, and I had no intention of coming into this game being perfect. And it was realistic. You prepare if you want to win, you want to be successful. You have to prepare that you're going to miss some questions. And my team, everybody here, prepared me for just that. But like, if you miss, you're going to brush it off and you're going to keep going. And 1,000%, that's what she was telling me, and that's 1,000% what I did.
And let's face it, you went into the ring today with one of the toughest competitors that we have here in the Schmoedown with such a breadth of knowledge. What was it like facing Ethan, especially in front of this live crowd?
The most terrifying thing I'll ever do in my life. But also the most fun. I could ask for nothing more. Ethan is the gold standard of a few gold standards of excellence in this league. Everything. As an example, he's exemplary as a person, as a player, as in the competition and out of the competition. He's the guy that you want to face, and he's not only for for decency points, but because he's the best this game has to offer. And I wanted nothing else in the opportunity to give everything I have against a player of that caliber. And it was an honor to play him today. And he showed up to play. That was a champion that I was playing against, that's for sure. And I couldn't have asked for a greater match, and it was a thrill to play against Ethan. He's the best.
Absolutely. Now Corruption finds himself in a very interesting situation, as we head to New York, because let's face it, you're really going to know your other competitor sitting across the ring from you in New York. Yes, Mr. Chance Ellison, your own faction mate. First of all, Shannon, I don't know how you're going to manage all of this, but how do you guys feel going into New York, especially holding the title now? Marisol?
Maybe Mike will manage Chance
it's a
and
really
Shannon
good problem
will
to have.
manage Marisol.
All right. It's a corruption problem. It's exclusively a corruption problem. But yeah, I think we've been bagging this around back and forth. I know most of us in corruption would love to play each other. We all, I think that's just reality. And yeah, I could not be more thrilled. Chance is on fire. He's one of absolutely the best players in this game. And we're gonna scrap in New York.
A friendly scrap.
Congratulations, Marisol, on making history today. Back to the desk.
And there she is, the new Movie Trivia Schmoedown champion of the world, Lady Justice Marisol McKee. And man, what an absolute, you could feel the emotion inside of that interview. And Shannon, she's not wrong. everybody, once again, last season, corruption's done. They're in last place. This season, you know what? They had a nice run last year, but they're out of it. Well, look at them again. You know, they have the Inner Geekdom champion. They have the singles champion. They are guaranteed to have the singles champion defend at Spectacular. So that was a guarantee. They're already going to pick up. She just picked up 7 points for them, a potential 8 or 7 points given to them right away. So corruption is looking pretty right now, Ken.
Man, first of all, Jennifer knows how to conduct great post-match interviews. I love she was able to get the emotion out of it. And I think this one surpassed Ric Flair's Royal Rumble with a tear in my eye victory speech here today. History made indeed. And the stuff you're saying about corruption, I think people, if they're not, don't want to accept it, they're facing it now.
Yeah.
Chance is already on a bus heading to New York. He'll get there when the match starts, we hope.
Or when it's over.
But no, seriously, all jokes aside, what Shannon's done is nothing short of impressive, nothing short of legendary already. She is a standard bearer for managers going forward.
Corruption is in the hunt as they are looking to recapture the prize that they won last season, and now they have the Inner Geekdom champion, and they have the Movie Trivia Schmoedown champion of the world, Lady Justice, Marisol McKee. I mean, you could feel it. It was a crazy match. The audience could feel it. The energy was real. I mean, one of my favorite things I've been doing lately is I've been checking out the Reddit threads, right? And I've been looking at the stuff. I'm telling you, no, it's different now. It's different now on the Schmoedown Reddit. And I've been looking at it, and people who have been in the crowd have been writing about their experience. I am looking forward to seeing how they felt about this, because this felt like Chicago with 1,000 people. This was crazy, the energy in here. People were on their feet for like 5 minutes afterwards. It was insane. I've been doing this for a long time, and it was a very, very different feeling here today than anything I've experienced.
No, look, all hats off to Marisol McKee. We're going to focus a lot about stuff going forward, all of something focus on today right now. That was historic win. Someone, as I said earlier, from the seats to the big time, from the seats to the big spotlight in the stage. And all the questions we ask, and sometimes you have to pundit your way around this world. And will they do this in front of live audiences and everything? Nothing can replace pure skill, pure knowledge, and pure emotion.
Well, when you have the title, it says at the moment you are the best in the world at the Movie Trivia Schmoedown. And if you want to see the best in the world try to defend her championship against Chance Ellison, who is going for his first championship.
Artwork of that.
The fact that you can get tickets and you haven't got them, come on. The Schmoedownlive.com. Get those tickets now. Be there to see Marisol McKee attempt to do what only 4 others have done before her. Can she defend that title? Can she do it? She's got to beat Chance Ellison to do it.
Come on.
And speaking of, the former champion, 2-time champion, legend of the game, big time, Ethan Erwin is standing by with Jen Sturger, Sam Levine, and Liz Shannon Miller. Jen?
Thanks, I'm back with Ethan Erwin. Ethan,
you
looked so dominant in round 1.
Liz's mask. I love the Stitch mask.
Sam, I
love
thought like
it.
you were thinking about issuing that
Stitch
challenge.
mask.
And then the betting round happened. It's just like, where do you guys feel like today's match kind of fell apart?
Why has he got 2
Oh,
masks?
wow. I thought you were going to start with a great match or something. But no.
Really necessary?
Taking lessons from Dagnino? What's going on, Jen?
No, I actually keep my shirt on.
No, look, I in hindsight and talking about it, yes, we probably should have challenged the clarity of that question. But, at the end of the day, that didn't make all the difference. I mean, we still would have had to go all the way to the end like it did.
True, yeah.
Ethan is being very nice about it, so I said I want to challenge, and he is too good of a person, and he said, no, I was going to get it wrong anyway. And I said, that's not the point, we should challenge. He said, I don't want to do it, because
but if
he
you
felt like he
challenged,
wasn't going to get the right
they might
answer.
have given you a
and we
different
wanted
question.
the match to be as honest as it was, and that, to me, is the spirit of a champion. Yeah.
Let's face it, Sam, you've issued some tough challenges this season, and I feel like you're incredibly fair when it comes to calling out what rules need to be changed, etc.,
Yes, I want to just make the game as fair for every single player as possible. And so, if I had written that question, I would have said in the flashback sequence as babies. I thought it was a little ambiguous, but ultimately it did not matter what I thought when I conferred with Ethan. He said, I don't want to challenge. I wouldn't have gotten it. She gets the points. And I let it go because he was the one playing the match, not me. And I have no problem with it. I'm going to sleep at night, and I know so will he.
Absolutely. So, Sam, the last time we saw you competing, you were beating Clark Wolf. What does it feel like to be on the other side of this,
Nobody likes losing, especially likes losing a belt, but this is not the first time Ethan has played a belt and not been victorious, and he's had belts after that. So I get the feeling that's going to happen again very soon. In fact, with this wonderful competitor on my other side, I see 2 belts headed for both of these players in the very near future.
Absolutely. And their chemistry has just been absolutely undeniable this season. So I guess the question for you is, Ethan, how do we regroup from here? How do we prioritize, teams? What would we do?
Yeah, I mean, look, I'm lucky enough again to have a partner like Liz, and we've got more belts to play for. I got another championship to play in the not too distant future. So yeah, I mean, look, I'm gonna go have a drink. I was gonna have a drink anyways, no matter what. I'm gonna have a drink, but maybe I'll have a double. No, I'm just so happy for Marisol. Obviously, she deserves it. Obviously, she's worked incredibly hard for it. And as you said, no one likes losing. I remember when I took the belt 5,000 years ago from Roca, and he pulled me aside and he says, losing sucks. And I'm like...
And Roca was still an old man back then.
But it takes the sting out of it knowing that someone like her got the belt and that, she's the future of this league, and I'm just so excited to see her with it.
Always so gracious in defeat and amazing in victory. Good luck to you the rest of the season, my man. All right? Sam, always a pleasure. Back to you guys.
I mean, what are you going to do at that point? I think Ethan is a classy champion, and he's always been. I've known him for a very long time, and I think he played the game like Ethan does. He said, I want to win it fair, I want to do it. But it was that first round, and then once that steal happened in the second round, it just shifted. You felt the energy, because in that first round, it felt like, okay, Ethan's might take this pretty easy, and then it just went the other way.
Yeah, and first of all, I'll take that as a veiled threat from Sam, the Don Zimmer of the league, saying he was going to challenge me. I heard the tone. I heard the tone in his voice. He's going to jump me in the alley afterwards. I know. No, Ethan is he's big time. He is that for challenge. He knows this. He lives this. And the fact you said in the opening he was studying. So you start when he came out and he was swinging big. You're kind of like, wow, this is a Cinderella story one side, and that ball might strike midnight, and we're just going to have to face that fact. It goes on. That's why he played it. And the thing I love to see, the thing I love about Ethan as a person, even over a competitor, handing that belt over, knowing the future is always going forward, and you can accept that. You can be part of that change and part of that transition, or fight it. And Ethan was there to make sure it happened in a good,
100%. This is what I'll say about Sam Levine. As much as whenever you get into a little bit of a back and forth with him, he does what he does because he cares so much about his players. He cares so much about the game in general, and the fact that you can tell. He just, when the match was over, he went out to the back and he probably said, the challenge was this, because that's how good. He reminds me of Billy Martin back in the day. He really does, and I love Billy Martin. He is one of those passionate managers.
He fights his pitchers in hotel lobbies?
Yeah, I'd stay out of hotel lobbies when Sam Levine is around, I'll tell you that. So it is, but Sam Levine cares, and obviously when he's got Liz and Ethan going for those team titles, look out, because they're going to be a team. Those two, he's not wrong, their chemistry is unbelievable, and Shazam's got to look at them. Ethan could be a two-time champion, double division champion in the same year.
Yeah, and I did make reference to the 1980 fist fight between Ed Whitston and Billy Martin. I did in 2021.
Well, we remembered it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, so now, like I said, if you haven't done it, you should do it now. The Schmoedownlive.com, get those tickets. Only a few seats left. Only general admission is left. Marisol McKee versus Chance Ellison, and then the undercard, Griffey Nooms versus Josh Horowitz in a round 2 match. What a card we have for Brooklyn. It is set. It is crazy, and what a crazy pay-per-view it was. Ken Knapsack, it was great calling it with you.
Hey, you know what? I'll be doing some comedy with this chuckle hut in the New York area that weekend as well. It's going to be fun. A lot of fun. Special thanks to all the crew who made this possible here today, the people who hold down the fort here at the Scum and Villainy Cantina, one of my favorite places. The tater tots truly are some of my favorite in the city. And, of course, to Courtney and the Skybound team making the runaround and making of all dreams come true, too, as well. And the live audience here today.
Everybody from...
Appreciate it.
Terry Lynn, JP, everybody that has helped put these together, thank you so very much for all of your hard work. We appreciate you. We love you. Thank you, guys. You guys are the best. For Ken Knapsack, I'm Christian Harloff. See you next time.
So, okay. Again, I knew what was going to happen, but there's always a world of difference between knowing what's going to happen and seeing it for yourself, especially in this game. You could have just told me Marisol would have won, and I was like, oh, okay, sure, fine. But seeing it happen, she was down a couple points in round 1, totally made up for that with a steal in round 2, made up even more with that round 3 question, and obviously the speed round was intense. And I honestly thought there was a chance for a TKO win here, but Marisol was great, and she's a well-deserving champion, and I can't wait to see her successfully defend the belt when I finally get to the New York match. Speaking of me, though, I only got 5 questions right. Again, I always say this at the beginning of every match. Don't expect too many correct questions out of me. I'm not the guy. If Ethan actually did get Wizarding World as his round 2 category, this might have been a completely different story, and I might have actually gotten a few points on my side, but that's just the way things go. Anyways, that's it for me, and I'll leave you with that. Can't wait to see the next match. See you then.
Hello again, everybody. I really hope you enjoyed this video, because I really enjoyed making it. So, if you like what you've seen here, please remember to like, share, comment, and subscribe for more awesome content like this. So, until next time, guys, I'll see you guys next time.